Hello, Periscope. Good morning. Good morning, Periscope. It's Monday morning. I'm so excited. It's time for church chat with Robin Ware. You guys are jumping on. I'm excited. I don't know if you were on with me earlier today, but at 9 a.m., we did the Success Suite live with Robin, and we had a wonderful time. So, this one, of course, is geared towards my church folks. You know, I'm a church girl, so I love all things church. You see me do my little heart? If you guys agree, give me some hearts. I'm excited to be with you guys. Again, I'm back and I'm excited. You all know that the enemy attacked my body a little bit, but I bounced back. Last week, I kind of got myself together. So this week, I'm already here in my office and I am ready to go. So you all know that have been on with me before. I only have one rule, and that is that you do a dash and your first name. And that's it. And so once you give me your name, sorry about that. Once you give me your name, then I'll be able to greet you properly. So thank you. And then, of course, yeah, where are you scoping in from? Glad to see everybody on. Yvette, Pastor Odom. Yes, thank God for total healing and restoration. Your go-to girl is back in the saddle. All right, you guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. Let's see. Angela's on from Jacksonville, Florida. Shannon from North Carolina. Of course, Portia here in Atlanta. Byron's on, one of my scope scribes. Pastor Ken, good morning. Karen is on from Georgia. Pastor Michael McClellan, I believe it is, from Noonan, Georgia. All right, Austin, Texas is on with Miriam Elaine. Yvette from Houston. Byron is on. You guys follow Byron Cage. He's definitely one of my good buddies. I love you, sir. Joanna's on from Mississippi. Denise from Virginia. Pastor Vernell out of Louisiana is on. Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, Rhonda, glad to see you on. Lakeisha from Boston is on. L'Oreal, one of my students, is on for Saginaw, Michigan. Glad to have you on with me this morning. Thank you, guys. Wow. And, of course, I have to be international, so I appreciate J-Nail showing up from the Bahamas. It is great. I'm so excited. Well, if this is your first time doing a scope with me, let me say welcome. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, welcome. Either way, you're welcome to give me hearts, but I do my hearts a little bit differently. I don't ask you to give me hearts just so that I can have a whole bunch of hearts. I ask you to give me hearts when I'm sharing some information that is a blessing to you or resonates with your spirit. So those of you that have already given me hearts, thank you so much. Maybe it's my hospitality and kindness that has had you do that. So I thank you as well. Hi, Zarin from New Orleans, Louisiana. There's Brian. Good morning, sir. Glad to have you on as well. Well, again, I told you all that I was going to launch a daily show, and so I put out the notice on Instagram and Twitter that we would be on today at 11 a.m. Please make sure you're following me on both of those networks so that if I have any schedule changes, you'll be made aware, because I would hate for you to show up and I'm not here. Hey, Marcia, glad to have you on as well. For those of you just meeting me for the first time, let me just briefly introduce myself. I'm Robin Ware, and I'm the president of the Ware Agency based in Atlanta. And I'm so blessed. I work with churches and pastors and even faith-based entrepreneurs, teaching them marketing, PR, social media, and I do church leadership trainings. And so I've been a 14-year entrepreneur. Hey, I'm glad to see Hampton, Virginia is in the house. And I travel all around internationally as well, conducting workshops and working with my clients. So through Periscope, I am able to reach people all across the world. This is an amazing medium. I love social media. In fact, I call myself the social media queen. And so this is a network that a platform that you should embrace as church leadership. Thank you so much, Marcia. She's on it already, being a scope scribe. TheWareAgency.com is my business website. And then as a result of working with so many churches, I've been blessed to encounter quite a few entrepreneurs that ask me, how can they get started? How can they pursue their dreams? How can they live their desired life? And so I coach. And so you can get information about my coaching on robinmware.com. So thank you guys so much. So today the format's going to be really easy. I've got a topic, leadership lessons. Really simple. My Scope Scribes, if you put that up today, our topic is leadership lessons. All right. We'll get to that in just a second. But thank you. Look, Byron is on it. Absolutely. You can go to scopequeen.com and find out about my Periscope books. Absolutely. But today we're focused on leadership lessons. I thought I would do my first scope. This is my pulpit. All right. So those of you that are entrepreneurs, again, I was on at 9 a.m. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. But I teach you how to build your own platform through the Success Suite. And so Periscope is one of those tools that you can use to build your own platform. And to some of you that are pastors and ministry leaders, Periscope allows you to reach people that you probably never, ever reach. I mean, you can reach thousands if you grow your platform. So give me some hearts if you understand that there is value in using social media networks to grow your platform. Absolutely. Thank you all for the hearts. And for those of you that aren't as familiar with Periscope, all you have to do, see my finger, is just tap right there on the right-hand corner of your screen and it will generate hearts. So I've never been a numbers girl, well, other than when it comes to money, because, you know, when I'm counting money, I want lots of numbers. But as far as social media, I don't get caught up in how many followers I have and how many likes I get, and not even how many hearts, though I'm blessed. And again, I thank you that I've got, I think 108,000 hearts or something like that. But I am more interested in the quality of what I give and the quality of the followers that I have. So for those of you that are building ministries and building ministry teams and growing your platforms, always think, how can I give something that people want? Scope Scribe, put this down for me. Value add. That is your goal, is to add value to the person's life that you're connecting with. So anything you do should have a value added component. Even when you're preaching the gospel in a regular pulpit, it should have a value add for the parishioner. So my goal on Periscope is to always add value to your day, add value to your purpose. All right. So today's leadership lesson, I've got 3 points. One thing you'll know about me, when I get on Periscope, you want to have a notepad and a pen, because I'm coming. I'm a heavy hitter and I swing hard. So I want you all to take away these 3 points. I promise you it'll change your life. It'll change your thinking. And when you change your thinking, you change your results. All right. So let's get ready. You all know that have been with me before. I have my notes. And I implore you to do the same thing. Don't waste people's time. You don't want to lose sight. You don't want to lose track and get sidetracked and get all over the place and just start rambling, right? So have your notes. So my first leadership lesson, and this is for pastors as well as ministry leaders, is you can't grow what you don't water. You can't grow what you don't water. Think about that. You can't grow what you don't water. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. Absolutely. We have to do more than talk about it, right? We can't just tell people what to do. We have to come back and nurture, provide water, so that it stimulates growth. It stimulates healthy growth. In fact, when I came into my office today, I have 3 plants. And though I admire them, they're beautiful. I love, greenery. I love flowers. If I don't water them, they don't grow. And so we are the same way as leaders. Those of us that are either pastors, who are leading leaders, or we are leaders serving the pastor. We're submitted to the vision and we're leading people on our team. It is our responsibility to do more than just show up and say, hey, I'm in charge. I am the leader. No, no, no. You have to water the people that are assigned to you if you want them to grow. So think about it. You have someone on your team that is, constantly irritating you. That might be because they're desiring more growth from you. Absolutely. So you guys will learn about me that I am in the blocking ministry as well. So when you come on my scope, and if you are out of order, I will block you. So we just had our first block. Anyway, so think about it. Don't always think that someone on your team is at fault. Maybe they're trying to pull something out of you, right? And so they're helping you to grow and develop and be who you're created to be. All right? So those of you on Periscope, those are called trolls. When people get on your scopes and they make off comments and, do little silly things. And so all you have to do is block them. And, even in life, that's a little life lesson there. You need to block the trolls from your space. But anyway, so my first point is you can't grow what you don't water. So what's your plan, leaders? Do you meet with your team weekly? Do you meet with them monthly? Do you send them email updates? Do you send them words of encouragement? Let's see. Let's stay on topic. Do I know all 10 commandments? Okay, I'm going to give you one more chance before I block you. So, but do you stay on task with what your assignment is for the team that you lead? That's part of the watering process. A lot of people, you may be the closest example that they have to a senior leader. All right? So, number 2. Oh, you guys are going to love this point. Developed leaders are better than trained leaders. Developed leaders are better than trained leaders. Now, you're saying, now, Robin, that doesn't make any sense. Well, think about it. Developed leaders are people that are developed from the inside. And so they will have your heart. They'll think before they speak. They'll listen more and talk less because they want to make sure that they are fully engaged in what the ministry or the assignment is about. A trained leader will simply do what they're trained to do. They often won't challenge the process, question the process, help change the process. That's what a developed leader does. So, you want to develop leaders and then train them. Awesome. I'm glad that you're on and that you like listening even though you're Muslim. Listen, you guys. Focus on developing your leaders versus training them. That's why you have people that are proud that, they've been an usher for 50 years. Well, you know what? I've never read that there's an award in heaven for being an usher for 50 years. See, you should be a developed leader so that way you can easily adapt to change and be eager to grow. And then you can be a blessing in all parts of the ministry, not just the usher board. Oh, I know that's good. Thank you guys for the hearts. If you're enjoying this, I really, really appreciate it. This is a leadership lesson. I want to help you all, right? You've got to help leaders develop and then worry about training them, all right? And then number 3, oh my goodness, you guys, I don't know if you're going to get back on my scopes after this point. But one thing about me, I am transparent. And so I have to give it to you as God gives it to me, all right? Woo, here we go, you guys. If you aren't organized, we can tell it. Think about that. If you aren't organized, we can tell it. The only one that believes people don't know you're not organized is you. Yeah, we can tell. We know an unorganized leader when we see one. Oh, you guys. This is good. This is good. Yeah, your success isn't happening because you're not organized. Do you show up late? That screams disorganization. Do you make excuses for things? Screams disorganization. Do you point fingers when things don't go right? Screams disorganization. So let me talk about it. showing up late. I heard this story one time that a girl got fired on her job. And so she got fired because she was tardy too many times. And so when she was talking to her coach about it, her coach took her back to the start of her morning. And she said, tell me what you do when you get up in the morning. So she told her. And so she walked her through every step. And when she got to getting dressed, she said, I go to my closet and I look through my closet and I decide, what I'm going to put on. And, I look for my top, I look for my skirt and look for my shoes and da-da-da-da. So the coach said, well, why don't you lay your clothes out the night before? And she said, well, I'm just not that type of person. I have to do it in the morning. So she said, okay, go home, take a picture of your closet and bring it back to me. And when she brought back the picture of her closet, it was in total disarray. And so she said, but I'm one of those that I know where everything is. But see, you guys, the 15 minutes that she was late to her job all the time, she could have saved that time or gained that time back if she had an organized closet. That's why when you get in cars with people and, their cars are full of junk and papers are, excuse me, everywhere, the fact of the matter is that's typically an indication of what's going on in their real life. Wow. Okay. So think about that. Disorganization shows up. That could be a reason why you're late. Making excuses screams disorganization. An excuse. Come on, Scope Scribe. I got another one for you. An excuse is nothing more than a crutch for the non-committed. An excuse is a crutch for the uncommitted. That's it. If you were committed to what you gave your word to, then you wouldn't have to make excuses as to why things didn't work out the way you thought they would. Oh my goodness. You guys, that's all I got for you today. It's our first church chat with Robin Ware. Leadership lessons. 1, 2, 3. Pow, I gave them to you on today. I hope that they blessed you. Listen, you can get more from me, learn about me, my upcoming engagement. You can get my books, my products, all of that online. thewareagency.com/store. That's where I've got my books. Books on administration, books on hospitality, books on etiquette, as well as even being an armor bearer. Absolutely. I thank you guys for your time on today. I'll take a couple quick questions before I sign off. See, I'm doing better. I want to make sure I honor my time. I just wanted to have your time for about 30 minutes. Thank you guys. And listen, I do upload these videos to YouTube. So go follow me on YouTube and you'll be able to see my Periscope playlist. And all my videos are there. So thewareagency.com/store is where you can get my products. And if you want to invite me to come in and do a workshop, do a session, absolutely. I do one-on-one coaching as well, excuse me, with pastors and leaders. So you can get that as well on thewareagency.com. So I'll go back through the points, no problem. Number 1 is you can't grow what you don't water. You can't grow what you don't water. And then number 2, developed leaders are better than trained leaders. And then number 3, if you aren't organized, we can tell it. All right? How can you help a music director gain the trust of the choir? Is that what he said? Byron, are you still on? Byron Cage? Byron should probably answer that. I'll see if Byron responds. But there are some principles, though, that as leaders, we do need to apply to gain the trust of those that serve with us. It doesn't matter if you're leading a choir or if you're leading your administrative office. There are some principles that need to be used so that you can gain the trust of those that you serve. So I'll have to address those maybe on another scope. I can't get into all of those. But be, I'll say this, be respectful, be intentional, train and develop, or as I said, you want to make sure that you are not wasting people's time. I'm telling you, that's one of the biggest reasons people lose trust. How far are you willing to travel? I'm in Pittsburgh. I travel anywhere Delta Airlines flies, so you don't have to worry about that. Why aren't church members supportive or committed? It depends on leadership. What is it you're selling? Now, that may sound a little carnal, but at the end of the day, your congregation is sitting there and they're sizing you up. They're not dumb. They're sitting there in their mind saying, he or she's not prepared today. Why isn't service starting on time? Why is this song going on and on and on and on and there's no oil on it? Yeah, think about that. Why aren't the songs in tune with the message? See, when you as choir directors and worship leaders, when you have a prayer life, yeah, God will give you direction and you'll know what songs to sing in what season. What is the flavor? What is the sound that needs to be shared in your house? All right, so let me not go on that too long, but we can talk about that maybe in an upcoming Periscope. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. If you all enjoyed it, please follow me. Go to thewearagency.com. You can actually get a free download, free teaching, 10 easy strategies to grow your church. You're so funny. Bless you. You got to play it on the big screen. That's too funny. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. We'll be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. for Success Suite Live with Robin. And then, of course, Church Chat at 11 a.m. And if you want my Periscope book, learn how to use Periscope to build your own platform, you can go to scopequeen.com. Again, scopequeen.com. And I actually have 2 ebooks there. One is Periscope with a Purpose, which is for church. And then Periscope for Profit, which is for entrepreneurs. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you sharing your time with me. It means so, so much. Hopefully you share this scope as well. Go ahead and do slide to the right. And then you can swipe up if you are on an Android device so that you can share this scope with those that you followed. All righty. God bless you guys. I look forward to scoping with you guys later. Bye-bye.